Thank you, everyone. I appreciate, my name is Justin Metz, General Manager for Hardin County Water District number 1. I appreciate you affording me the opportunity to come here and give a little update on what Hardin County Water District number 1's had going on. So your monitor, hopefully in front of you, however you guys look at that, should. I'll start off, unfortunately, with a little bit of sad news. Our board lost 2 of its members in the past year. Chairman William Gossett, he was a board member for nearly 26 years and the chairman for the past 11 years that he served on the board, and he passed away in May of 2024. And then, unfortunately, Jimmy Shelton was elected our treasurer not too long ago, and he passed away kind of unexpectedly at the end of February. So those have been 2 pretty big losses from our board, from the district, and really from the community, Hardin County community. They were really good men, did a lot of good stuff, and helped a lot of people. So they will be sorely missed. Our current board, Chairman John Tyndall on the left.
Is this still sad news, or is this good news now?
We're on the good news.
Okay.
This is the good stuff.
Sorry.
Yep. Chairman John Tyndall, our secretary is Ron Hockman, Commissioner Bill Hartley, he joined the board in June 2024, and Miss Whitney Taylor, joined our board in July 2024. And we'll be due to Judge Tall to appoint another board member to fill us out to a full 5. As far as our team update, our staff at Hardin County Water District number 1, our organization chart consists of 71 team members. That does not include our 5 board members. Of those 71 team members, 33 of those are Class 4 certified in the state of Kentucky, and that is an increase of 5 from last year. We have 7 of our team members that are Class 3 certified, and that's an increase of 1 from last year for Class 3. And Class 2, we still had 1 last year and still have 1 now, no change there. And we have 3 Class 1 certified individuals, and that's an increase of 1. That count of 44 certified individuals out of 71 has 62% of our staff is certified in the water or wastewater profession in the state of Kentucky. Our update on our kind of our customer update, our county water system serves 11,300 active customers, and we wholesale 100% of the water to Meade County Water District. Their customer count's 5,705. And the city of Vine Grove, we also wholesale 100% of water to them, and their customer count is 3,066. So our total water volume we serve out of our county water system is to 20,071 residents. Our Fort Knox water system, that's a population number there, 7,750 to 23,000. That's we don't have a meter count on Fort Knox. We only read 66 meters at Fort Knox. So we give you a population number there. That higher number is due to the summertime. Cadet Summer Training Command comes in, and the population on Fort Knox dramatically increases. And the Fort Knox water system supplies 100% of the water to the city of Muldrow, and they have 415 customers in the city of Muldrow. As far as our sewer side, our Radcliffe sewer system has 9,464 customers, and our West Point sewer system has 380 customers. We treat these 2 utilities in the same fund, and I'll touch on that momentarily. But they are 2 independent systems, and they have their own collection system and treatment plant to serve the communities that they're in. And our Fort Knox wastewater system, again, the same population count, and all the wastewater from the city of Muldrow is pumped to the Fort Knox wastewater system, so that customer count's the same as well. Financial update on District 1. Our 2025 consolidated revenue projections is just over $22 million. We do consist of 5 distinct enterprise utility funds. You can see the breakdown on the lower right, but our county water system makes up 40% of Hardin County Water District number 1's revenues. Radcliffe sewer system makes up 25%. And again, the West Point system is included within the Radcliffe sewer fund. Our Fort Knox water and Fort Knox sewer, very close there on their breakdown, 17-16, and stormwater is 2%. And then just a kind of a scorecard from last year. Our budget projections last year was $21,859,000. Our actual, we came in at $19 million, so our revenues were lower than projected. And then our expenses projections there would have $18 million in expenses, and we were able to control those down to $16 million. So the good news being, and the scorecard there, is that we were able to keep a margin of 0.4% greater than we originally projected. So despite lower revenues, we also keep expenses lower to keep our margins in check. Grant funding update. We have been awarded $4,139,000 of cleaner water grant dollars through KIA. And an update, as you guys well know and we're very appreciative of, is the ARPA dollars we got through Hardin County Fiscal Court. And that was been $5.55 million that you guys have awarded to Hardin County Water District number 1. And I'll touch on where that money's going, how it's being used, to give you an update on that. And utilized so far of those grant dollars, we've utilized $4.1 million of the ARPA grant dollars already. So we're moving through those funds and getting projects done pretty rapidly. And we've used $1.32 million of the KIA grant funds. This project here, our phase 1 expansion down unserved roads in the more rural part of our county water system. It was a $1.93 million project. $1.8 million of that was funded by ARPA grant dollars that you guys awarded to us. And that put water down Greg Smallwood Road, very top of your screen, Constantine Road, far left of your screen, and Needham and Laurel Ridge Road kind of down at the bottom there. That expanded water about 35,500 feet of new water line down those previously unserved roads. And to give you a note here on just how important the grant dollars are, the house count, the active residences along these roads where new water mains got laid, there's 42 existing residences along those roads. There's only been 12 new taps installed on these water lines, and they've been in service for right at a year now. So to give you an idea of $1.93 million to get water to 12 customers is almost $161,000 almost per customer as it lays right now. So that would basically be impossible without grant funding to help make that happen. So all those citizens, I can assure you, are greatly appreciative of being awarded those grant dollars, and we appreciate giving an opportunity to expand that and get that water service to them. Phase 2, phase 1 had to happen first so that we could connect some lines together. So phase 2, we actively just put that out to bid. It's been awarded. The contractor has started, and that one's going to put water down Roy Road. That's the very bottom of your screen, that red line. The far left, after we expanded Constantine Road, we were now able to bring water down Pierce Mill Road. That's the red line on your far left. A few other ones there. Fuller's on the right side of your screen. Johnny Goodman Lane, Slaughter Road, Tyson Lane, and Rineyville Big Spring Road are some other red lines in there, but that's where we are going with phase 2 right now, and the contractor is actively on site laying water pipe as we speak. And these are the last parts of our system. We have 305 miles of water main in our county water system, and after we finish this project of about 38,000 more feet, there'll be approximately 10 miles left of public roads in our service territory, Hardin County Water District 1 service territory, that don't have a water main down them. That's right around 97% of our service territory is served with public water. A note there, like I said, this project is just now underway. So we've only had 2 new taps installed on this phase 2, and that's on Roy Road. I'm pretty sure those 2 are. An update here to highlight some of our efficiencies we gained, but through $1 million of ARPA dollars that you've awarded District 1, we did these 3 projects along with some other funding that we had, but we outfitted a 4th filter at our Purtle plant. We got that raw water pump station completely finished at Gray Lane, and our Brizanine booster station project has been completed. But those 3 projects all contributed to a greater efficiency for our county water system to produce 18% more water in 2024 than the previous year. That equates to another 170 million gallons of water came out of that same water treatment plant just because we were able to complete some of these projects. So our efficiencies went way up there with the same, essentially the same resources. as far as staffing. Our AMI project, fixed base meter reading, this one, I'm disappointed to have to tell you this one's not further along, but that's mostly attributed to lead times on equipment. So the endpoints that we connect to the meter in every meter pit, in the southwest corner of your screen, the left side of your screen, but the southwest part of our county water system, the rules section there, we are putting in cellular endpoints so that they will be able to get their signal out of the meter read. We'll go to a cell tower and get it into the cloud, and then it'll come down to our servers and we'll get the meter reading data that way. Getting that equipment in has been a lead time issue, but as soon as that's in, and I'm hoping the truck arrives this week, but we'll have those installed by April, and we'll be at 97% of our whole entire county water system will be reading on the fixed base meter reading system. It's at 87% right now, and at this time last year it was at 73%. So we're just at 14% improvement right now, but in a month from now I'll be able to tell you even better news on that one. So we did get the hydrant in at Volunteer Fire Department Highway 86. There it is in front of you. That one was a requested project. It just took far too long to get done, but we did an allotment of ARPA grant dollars, did get that done, and that hydrant in and ready for use.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. An update on our, just in our West Point system. I'll touch on the water real fast, which is not on the slide, but District 1 took over ownership of the West Point's water and sewer system in late 2023. Right out of the gate, we replaced all the water meters, all of the fixed base meter reading equipment with those water meters, and that was an investment of over $100,000 just in the West Point water system to get it up to where we wanted it to function. And that was done in 2023. So in 2024, we turned our attention to the sewer system on what improvements need to be made there. We invested $140,000 in the sewer system in 2024 in West Point. And if you can make out the two pictures there, they're side by side, but our crew put the boat dock lift station, Mayor Cerisi will know which one that one is, but we were able to put it back into service. We connected the force main pipe there, and that was down a pretty serious, the picture on the left of your screen, that's a pretty serious slope on both sides that we had to get an excavator into and put that blue force main pipe in there to get that reconnected so that pump station could actually pump its wastewater from point A to point B, because that line had completely broken and separated and the pipe was about to float away to Salt River. But our crews went in and did that work all in-house, and I just want to highlight their skill set, what they can do, and I got a few other highlights on just how skilled our certified staff is and what they can do. But other little quick highlights is we CCTV'd and jet cleaned the entire West Point wastewater gravity collection system. We returned the boat dock when I touched on. We rebuilt a clarifier in the wastewater plant. We rebuilt an electrical panel at the wastewater plant. We replaced a pump in one of the pump stations and put a sampler in, but all that, we've got the system running pretty well. Everything always needs constant attention, but it's doing much better with some time and attention and some money thrown at it can always improve some stuff. Our Marvin's Lift Station renovation project, this one's ARPA grant funded. We're very appreciative of those dollars. This one is a reoccurring overflow situation where we get any kind of a modest rain event. The manholes upstream of this lift station will overflow. So this project is going to put a new wet well in, new pumps, a new force main, a larger, but we're going to increase the capacity of this pump station by 100%. We're going to double its capacity. And we're going to make the wet well 5 feet deeper, gives us a little bit more storage capacity. So this project should eliminate those overflows that have been a reoccurring problem for quite some time. So we're very appreciative of the funding to be able to get this improvement done in that particular area. The Beverly's Mobile Home Park Lift Station Elimination Project, it's very similar to the Marvin's Lift Station project I just spoke about. If perhaps you can remember my presentation last year, this lift station seems to attract automobiles flying off the side of Highway 31W, and it makes it inoperable when vehicles completely clean it off the side of the road. So we are removing the Beverly's Mobile Home Park lift station, putting in some gravity sewer. Those blue circles you see there's new manholes, and that sewer system will flow over to the industrial lift station on the top right of your screen, and we'll do some renovations at that lift station to allow it to handle the capacity. And we're essentially consolidating 2 lift stations into one, and that one just needs a little bit more capacity to handle that. It's estimated to be an $800,000 project, and we have $630,000 of KIA cleaner water dollars to help fund that. This project and the Marvin's one I just went past, but they are at the Division of Water. I expect those to be bid in April, just next month, and the construction to start on both of those in June. And construction time period on those projects is probably 3 to 6 months, and the lead time on the pumps is probably the biggest thing. So I'll tell you, it's not always good news. This is our Boone Trace lift station. It's at the end of East Lincoln Trail in Radcliffe. It rained 4.35 inches in this particular area of our system on February 15th and 16th when the heavy rains came through the area. This whole area typically drains via a sinkhole. Well, there was so much saturation on the ground and just a number of things just didn't go well. We became a lift station here floating on in the water, and that didn't fare well because all the electrical infrastructure at that pump station went underwater. And whether you have a generator or not, electricity and water don't work. It all became completely inoperable from that rain event. I want to highlight and our crews. There's not been a contractor on site at this pump station. We were able to bring in a bypass pump. We were able to pump this storm water away from this scene, get it across the road where it would flow away naturally, and get to at least where we could access the site. This is our bypass pump. It's installed. The whole station runs off this diesel pump now because we don't have any electrical infrastructure there that works. But I can say we do have on-staff team members. We have one of our electricians is rebuilding a temporary electrical panel so that we can get this lift station back in service on at least 1 or 2 pumps. And again, that's all being done with our in-house resources. We haven't had a contractor on site yet. So that generator in the corner there, kind of cream colored, is probably a total loss because once all the electronics and everything inside there get submerged, they'll probably never recover. So pretty substantial damage there, but we're coming out of it. On the other end of this pump station I just showed you is the force main. So that pump station pumps to our Radcliffe wastewater treatment plant, which you see in the picture. You awarded us $50,000 of grant dollars for us to increase the capacity of that pump station via making the force main larger. So currently that red line you see there is a 12-inch diameter pipe, and we're going to make it an 18-inch diameter pipe. That's going to increase the flow from this pump station by 12%, and that's going to really help with these stormwater, high flow situations where lots of inflow and infiltration get into the sewer system, which is inevitable. This is going to help reduce those overflows and keep all the water in the system rather than escaping the system. So we're very appreciative of the ARPA grant dollars to be able to get that force main project going. Another project we have at the Radcliffe wastewater treatment plant is to take an abandoned part of that plant, and we're going to retrofit it and put it into use. So that yellow rectangle you see, there's an abandoned section of the plant. We're going to turn that into a gravity thickener. So wastewater sludge will go into that tank, and we're going to put a rake system in that tank to manage the sludge. But that whole process is going to allow us to thicken our sludge. Sorry for the wastewater lesson, but when you thicken the sludge, then it goes to the digesters. And digesters are called that for a reason, because we're actually able to biologically break down the sludge into its natural components, which is, water, ammonia, nitrogen, things like that. When we do that, that whole conversion process will allow us to haul 50% less sludge to the Pearl Hollow landfill. When this project is done, it just went out to bid last week. When it's done, we will haul 1,000 tons less of sludge to the Pearl Hollow landfill every year due to this project. We estimate it's about $250,000 to bring it to completion, and you graciously award us $125,000 of ARPA grant funds to go toward it to get it done. And it's out to bid now. Hopefully it'll be done in 4 to 6 months. That's just zooming in on what the tank looks like now. And then the sketch there on the center, lower center of your screens, the rake system that will kind of be in that tank. It'll move the sludge along the bottom of the tank to the pumps, which will pump it to the digesters, and it'll go from 0.05% solids to 3.5% solids. And that's all a bunch of jargon, but I'll tell you, it's a game changer. It really is a significant game changer. Some of our community outreach stuff I'll touch on. That's Cameron Cochran. He's our Pearl Springs Water Treatment Plant Supervisor. He went to the back to school event at North Hardin High School in July. Our Water Quality Measurement Specialist went to the budget fair at James T. Alton Middle School, participated in that. And then our Water Operations Manager, he also went to North Hardin High School on a different adventure to help us 3 groups of students there with their All Tech Innovation Challenge competition. So when opportunities present themselves and we can, we try to get out and help out and talk about water and educate everybody as much as we can on that kind of stuff. Moving into the end here, I know you guys want to get out in the sunshine, but just touching on some awards. That is a picture of our plaque at our Fort Knox Wastewater Treatment Plant. We're going to win the Kentucky-Tennessee Water Environment Association Operational Excellence Award for the 17th year in a row at our Fort Knox Wastewater Treatment Plant. And our Radcliffe plant will win the award as well. As you can see, the plaque just keeps adding the years there, but you can get this award as long as you have 1 or less permit violation. And that sounds kind of gracious. We typically have 0 permit violations, but that's how the award works. As long as you have 1 or less permit violation, you're eligible for the award. So we're on a good track record at our Fort Knox Wastewater Treatment Plant. Another set of awards at the Central Kentucky Water and Wastewater Operators Association Awards. Our Muldrow Water Treatment Plant at Fort Knox won Outstanding Water Treatment Plant of the Year. Our Radcliffe Wastewater Treatment Plant won Outstanding Wastewater Treatment Plant of the Year. And our Fort Knox Collection System won Outstanding Collection System of the Year. Then I want to highlight a lot here. Mr. Mark Montgomery on the right in the middle of the screen there. He won Wastewater Operator of the Year. Mark has been in the wastewater business for 49 years. Mark has worked at Fort Knox's wastewater system for 46 of those years. Mark still reports to work every day, and he's loving it. And I haven't figured out what makes him keep coming back. I'm going to say it's because we're a great place to work. Because I know his wife's a nice lady, so it isn't because his home life's bad. So, but just want to highlight Mark there. Mark will be eligible for the State Wastewater Operator of the Year Award at the KWWA conference in May, and I fully expect with his track record that he should be able to bring home the win there. So, kudos to Mark. Last award here I'll highlight. We're just very blessed and appreciative to be able to win the Kentucky Rural Water Association Best Tasting Water Award at the annual conference Kentucky Rural Water does every year. They have a Best Tasting Water contest, and our Pearl Springs Water Treatment Plant won that competition in August of 2024. So just that one doesn't come along very often, so we're just very blessed and glad to highlight that one. That is all I have for you today. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, I'll be more than glad to entertain them.